This cabin here is the Mud Spring cabin, built in 1897. Now in 1897, the Sundance Kid, Kid Curry, and the Wild Bunch escaped from the jail in Belfort, South Dakota, and they went to Red Lodge, and they stayed in this cabin while they were scoping out the bank.
Is there a mouse in here? What is it?
And then on a September 18th, they walked into the bank, tried to make an unauthorized withdrawal at the Carbon County Bank, and they botched the job. Sheriff John Dunn rode off in hot pursuit of Sundance Kid. And after an 80-mile chase, he and his posse captured the whole bunch near Lavina. The robbers were returned to Deadwood, South Dakota. A few days later, they escaped. So he sounds like the Wild Bunch, they were a slippery bunch, boy. This building was built in the 1890s in Clark's Fork Canyon, north of Cody. And it was a livery stable for horses and buggies. It's almost as junky as my garage. And this cabin we're coming up on now is the Homestead cabin. It's just a homesteader's cabin. They don't know the name or anything. It was built about 1899 on the Wood River west of Meeteetse. And it's supposed to be a fine example of a hand-built log cabin. This next cabin was built about 1898 on the W.B. Rice Ranch on the Wood River. It's a commissary and a bunkhouse. They cook the meals here. They're going to open this up later. They're working on it, get it fixed up for the public. You'll be able to go into it at some point in the future. There's the dinner bell that they would ring to bring the cowboys in for dinner. And next is the Homestead, another homestead cabin. It was built at the head of Dry Creek between Cody and Meeteetse in 1900.
Like a dollhouse. A log cabin dollhouse. Time.
This little short cabin was for a trapper who would go out hunting and trapping. That's why it's so short. He just used it for sleeping in. It was built near Cottonwood Creek, south of Meeteetse in 1885. And this cabin here is the home of Frank Hough, H-O-U-X, the first mayor of Cody, Wyoming. It was built in 1897. Now this big barn here is not old. It was built in 1982 by the Museum of the Old West, but it houses some old stuff inside. So let's go ahead and look at that.
Barbara display. Some saddles. gypsy wagon. Got a stove. It's like a kitchen. Butch. Sleds.
Next up is two different blacksmith shops. The first one built in 1898. The second one was built in 1896.
Stuff looks old.
Next up is the Carter cabin. William Carter's men, he had a ranch, and his men built this cabin on Carter Mountain in 1879. William Carter brought the very first cattle into Cody.
I like this one. It's kind of cozy.
Yeah, it was kind of like my mom and grandma's rocker, except just a little bit smaller.
I don't hear any air going through these cabins. They've really put them back like they should be.
This next building is a more modern built building. It's actually just a museum inside. So let's go inside and see what there is.
What's in this one? Old buffalo skull.
Well, I love looking at these. This chair
Oh,
is
here's
like
some food, you guys.
prehistoric Indian butt.
And this is the River Saloon. It was built in 1888. It was at the mouth of the Wood River west of Meeteetse, Wyoming by Henry Rivers. It was visited quite often by Butch Cassidy, W.A. Gallagher, Blind Bill Hooligan, and many other outlaws and colorful characters of the Old West.
Rock chuck, that's what we saw a while ago. Rock chuck.
But just looking in that.
Old time chuck wagon. Back over there, what's up? Old Cowboys that Curtis Larson's Chavs, Ralph Larson's Chavs. Buffalo Code. These guys had money. Silver.